That could be a fun game, though. Honestly.
It could be, yeah. If you're doing Omdurman or Khartoum, it could be pretty cool.
I mean, that one's literally happening right now.
What? What do you mean?
Like, between the rapid support forces and the military in Sudan, they're like fighting over Khartoum.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I forgot there's like a civil war there.
A civil war, yeah. It was an attempted coup, but it's just straight civil war now.
Epic.
Yeah, it's like if basically the Janjaweed, which were the guys who carried out the genocide in Darfur, don't want to be disempowered, so they decided to fight for it instead. And
James, FYI, we are all know each other, which you probably already know, and then I also have a weird obsession with Sudan and African politics in general. It's great.
I did not.
He's really quirky.
I knew neither.
Yeah,
also some American.
Yeah, he's very quirky. He's not like the other.
I actually know all three of these guys too, from the same group.
Oh, really? Like in real life?
Yeah.
I kind
not
of
in real life, but
I dragged them all in. Yeah.
Yeah, we play form games together. So
cool.
Like history stuff.
We're a big history.
Oh boy, I'll be right back.
Actually, the gentleman spy is the man who got me into the Paraguayan War. Yeah. But I'm excited for Unity. I think I'll try to umpire for that one if you need people.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I do need umpires for that still. Yeah, I don't have any signed up yet.
I wait until I know a couple weeks out before I can or not.
I'm putting you down.
Okay. Alright, man. What day is that? What day is that?
It's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, yeah, I should be good to do that one.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the Germans real fast.
Alright.
You don't try to fix this.
I believe that's a hostile right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, you guys close to ready?
No, not at all.
Okay, you got about 3 more minutes.
Okay. Well, if we're starting here, we need to get over here to encircle them. I think the first part of the plan is going to be going like this. Brilliant, I know.
I mean, real quick, we should probably have one following the river. We should probably follow the river up. Have 2 on one side, 2 on the other.
You mean
that are
like
3 on one side?
I don't think. What we could do is we could have cavalry contingent go over here, and then bring the infantry up like here. Other than that, I don't want to divide my army between a river.
It's a good hilltop. Well, how about we pick the where we want to fight? So I'd say, let me share my screen.
Okay.
We could send a cav and artillery up to here, probably with a couple infantry. Let's red circle, and we could hope to have the field of battle kind of in this area.
Yeah, think that makes sense. Let's see. Okay. So, in terms of commands, okay, we have. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3 subordinates. So. See. Okay. So it seems like whoever's that's 12th Corps, the one with all of the cavalry, you will be on this axis. Let's see. You already signed up for 9th Corps. So you can Napa, you can command 9th Corps. Then that leaves KB with 4th Corps, and I'll control the Prussian Guards. At least I think.
All right, if we want to hammer them down into Sedan, we need one person, one division to go north, or one corps to go north on that red road.
Yeah,
that's Sedan.
That's going to be 12th Corps.
They have a lot of cavalry. I feel like we should put them instead in the plains instead of in the hills. Probably send 4. Or myself.
My concern is this is kind of, it's a pretty straightforward move. So I don't I want that force to be able to retreat if it needs to.
30 seconds left.
Someone read me my order.
Who wants to go to the south on that hill with the artillery?
You know what? Executive decision. That will be 9th Corps.
Right.
You could do it, Napa.
Easy.
Where is 4th going and why?
You're going to be part of the main advance across on the Sedan side of the river.
And then 12th will go north.
12th and the Guard, along with 4th, will move towards Sedan.
Alright, I think we got orders.
Alright, go ahead and go to your channels. Skrevsky, meet me in Umpire.
Copy.
Alright, you want to do the French or the Germans to start with?
I'll take the French. I know them.
So go ahead and go tell them to get into their channels and get their starting marching orders. We might do a full hour just to start to get them going down the way they go.
Okay.
So if you are okay doing the movement, yeah, let's do an hour. So we'll go 6 to 7, get them going on their way.
Okay.
I'll do all the Germans.
Alrighty.
Okay. All right, Prince Augustus, what are your orders?
So I think I am going to stick with 4th Corps for now.
Okay. They're leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stick with 4th Corps. Okay. If you're staying with them, I'm gonna just bring him here then. Alright, so you guys are gonna be going together. The Prussian Guards under Augustus is following after 4th Corps, so where is 4th Corps going?
That's me. Yeah, we're going northwest towards the town of Baza, I think. Basically towards Sedan, along the most convenient road.
Towards what town? Oh, Baza's. So are you on the north side of the river or the south side?
He's on the north.
Okay, north of the river. So along that red road?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So you're going there, and the Prussian Guard is following after him.
Yeah, and then it'll be 12th Corps behind that.
Oh, 12th Corps. Okay, so most of you are going that way. Is it
Yes,
just
so-
11th that's staying to the south?
Yeah.
And I assume do you want your cavalry just ahead of your line or way ahead, or what do you want your cavalry to do?
I want to send the cavalry far ahead, but avoid engagement
Okay, far ahead.
to scout.
Got it. Okay, we're gonna do a full hour's turn just to get things moving, so it'll be 7 when I get back.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, General von Bose, what are your orders?
All right. Gonna be pretty simple. Actually, let me stream my screen. Never mind, I can't open my Discord right now. I'm gonna march along Muzan, the little river, or the road. It looks like that follows the river,
Okay.
up to Remilly.
Alright, heading to Remilly.
At least I think that's a road. I don't really know.
That's a road. Okay. Any particular order of march?
Cav in the front, scouting, about 200 meters.
Got it. Alright, thank you. Alright, Prince Albert, what are your orders? You're muted. Still muted. Are you there? If you can't talk for some reason, you can type it in your channel and I will get it there. I believe Augustus said you are following behind the rest of them on the red road. So I'll go to him to confirm that. So type it in your channel if you can. Prince Albert's having mic issues. You said he's just following after you guys on that same road, right? Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Thank you. Let's see. That might be over generous. Would they have artillery with them? Maybe. Probably not. Hello.
Alright. Just getting him moving real quick. Just angling all these all around.
Is everything moved all the way?
What was that?
Is anything moved?
No, I have to angle them all to move. So
Will anything be? It doesn't look like they'll be making contact yet, though.
no, they won't. I have basically the 7th Corps is moving down. They'll probably get to right where the bridge is at Brazili's. And then I've already moved the 5th Corps, and I'm moving the 7th or the 12th Corps right now.
Okay.
They're just all spread out, so it's who's I guess that is there. Okay, never mind.
So I think they're close enough. We'll have to do a half-hour turn next. Cavalry will start seeing each other. Yeah, they will see each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get orders.
Yep. Are we doing screenshots, or are we just?
Oh yeah, we are. I did them. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'll do mine real quick. I'm almost done. Just have to move the.
Alright, it is a lovely September morning, slightly chilly, but your army has stepped off from Mouzon and so far made good progress down the road. You've passed through by the town of Amlemont and are just now arriving at the small town of Mairi. You can see your cavalry out ahead beyond the town, and a long column stretching out behind you. Also across the way, you can see von Bose's 11th Corps marching alongside just west of the River Meuse, if that's how you pronounce it. And that's it. Any changes to orders?
Continue walking.
Will you go through? I assume you're getting on the Red Road. You're going to Dozy, how you pronounce that, and then west from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Do you want your cavalry to keep going ahead at full speed, or just like staying ahead of the army, right, like where they are right now?
Just like right where
they can stay ahead at this range.
Okay.
Range, yeah.
They're about a half mile ahead. Alright, thank you. Alright,
Hello.
General von Bose, you have stepped off in the morning. It's a slightly chilly September morning in France. And the rest of the army has crossed the river and heading northwest. You can actually see them with your spyglass. They're not too far away. And your own army's marching with the cavalry in the lead. And nothing to report yet. Just a nice day for marching.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. I'm going to correct my orders a little bit. We're going to go past Remilly to that little black road, a little bit past it, that is just to the east of Novers.
Okay, oh, I see that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to set my artillery up about a third of the way up the hill or so. just so they get a little bit of a height.
Okay. Your cavalry, if they make contact, what were their general orders?
If they can, if it's not too big of a force, try to harass them. But if it's it's a substantial force, then pull back.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Prince Albert, are you able to unmute? Can you hear me? Are you playing? Oh, I see you typing. Okay, you can hear me. Are you not able to unmute? Oh, you're Red Robin. You're never able to unmute. Sorry, I didn't realize you were Red Robin. Alright, we'll do it like normal. You can type in here. Yep, so the rest of the armies ahead of you, you're in the rear, so that's where you're at the moment. It's been an hour already, but your army's just barely starting to march out. And I will have you continue to follow in their rear. Deployed column on rear, horse in the front, infantry in the middle. Cavalry, you want cavalry in the back. Okay, let me fix that for you then. So you want 2 Uhlans in the black. First and second Uhlan in the... Oh no, they're in the front and the rest is in the back. Horse artillery and artillery in the front. Okay, that's how it is. Infantry in the... Alright, got it. Alright, thank you.
Okay, James, Ducat just showed up, so, or DeCroy, whatever hell his name is.
Okay, so the front... So that... Just give them whoever the CIC was controlling and let the CIC be and have nothing.
Okay, so he'll take over 7th Corps. Got it. Alright. Then let me go get the other guy's orders real quick. Then I'll go through.
Okay. Oh, I need to move this one. here with me? No, you're not. I need. What are they gonna do? So I kind of started without introducing. This was going to be the Battle of Sedan from 1870, but that's a big battle, and I don't have my normal 2 umpire helpers yet. Oh, hello.
Okay. Hi. So sorry, I just trying to get Decroy organized.
Sure.
I'm just gonna follow what McMahon did, and then I told him he can take command after.
Okay. Have you already moved everyone?
No, that's what I'm just getting now. He's just asking questions.
The cavalry up here at Remilly, what are their orders? What would they do?
They were supposed to go to the high ground and unlimited guns and see what happened.
Okay, at Remilly?
Yeah.
On the east side or the hill on the southwest side?
He just said the high ground. So.
Well, since they're over there, they're not going to push that, so they'll come up this way. Actually, is that even? It's a bit. Well, it's the high ground. All right, so they'll put the lancers over there, I guess. We'll do something like that.
Basically, this is gonna be a big ass traffic jam. Is what's happening.
Yeah. I haven't even looked to see what the French are doing, because the Germans, they put 1 corps on the west side, so it's going to be like 1 poor German corps versus most of the French, and then a poor French corps versus most of the Germans.
Yeah, they're all trying to get across the bridge, basically.
There is a bridge right there, so on the French side. On the German side, the last bridge is at Moson. Oh, that looks like it could be a ford. Might be a ford there too. Maybe. You could make that a ford, but that's going to be a slow ford. Interesting.
This map's being weird.
Let's see. That's a pretty good position. I'm trying to get not be the Civil War feel and make it where they can't see anything. Like, it's nice and open. He's on a hilltop.
Yeah.
He should be able to see stuff.
Oh, this map is not. I have to drop it and then put it.
Yeah, it's a little funky. Or a lot funky.
Alright, that's that.
We'll probably start having combat next turn, but I'm going to go ahead and get orders.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Actually, probably.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yep.
Alright, the march continues. You're passing through, I don't know what that is. It's marshy, it's grassland. Almost arriving in Dowsey. So far, no contact of any kind.
All right. me just continue.
Alright, continue it is. It's about to get interesting soon, I promise.
This is the interesting part.
Well, I was just talking about having a march to contact game, which this isn't exactly how I would design one, but so it's more so than my normal live sessions because usually I start straight straight at contact. So a little bit more marching than normal in this one. All right, thank you. All right, General von Bose.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. So your cavalry start to scramble south of, what was that, Point Remilly? And they send an urgent rider telling you that the French have been spotted in Remilly and that they are deploying guns upon the hills to the west. And as you ride up to the edge of the ridge, you get a pretty good view yourself there and can see what they have reported, that indeed you see some French cavalry. There's some dust rising in the distance on the road northwest out of Remilly, and you can just barely make out the head of a French column. And you can see their horse artillery unlimbering upon the ridge to your west. They are out of range. They're about a mile and a half from you, so it's unlikely unless they got lucky, they probably won't be able to hit you. But
And they're ruining my breakfast plans for nonners. Alright. That river that's just behind me at Renly, is that dip enough to hide some infantry in it?
the dip in the river?
Yeah, you see where you got the two spurs there that I'm standing on?
Oh, yeah, the dip between the spurs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that little tributary? Yes, that's enough to hide troops in.
Alright, well, let me get, let's say four of my squares in there, and one to stay behind at that dotted line where the first one is, pretty much. If I'm looking at this right.
One to stay behind it where?
Trying to figure out. Oh, never mind. I'm much further up than I. Just at Point Renly. So one in Point Renly, 3 in the dip.
Okay.
And then position my cannons where my cavalry is. Cavalry. So what?
Say it again.
So cannons take cavalry position.
Okay.
If they can make it up there. Cavalry just kind of push off a little bit to the front.
Got it. Alright, I think that's all I need. Alright, Prince Albert, not too much to report. You continue marching down the road, eating the choking dust of the columns ahead of you. Luckily, you're on a nice tall horse and don't have to eat the dust like your men do. You are passing by the town of Emblemont, and yep, that's about it. I will look. I'm assuming you're just going to keep marching, but I'll look to see what you type. Yep, okay. Yeah, you'll have a bit, since you're in the rear, you'll have a bit more of a marching simulator than most, but you will get to combat fairly soon, hopefully. Alright, I'll be back.
Pain. All right. I will edit this dispatch then. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep from the center. Yeah, just set up along these heights, I guess. Hopefully we can get out of the way kind of quick. And I'm editing this dispatch I just posted, since I guess hopefully I can do that.
Okay. No problem. Alright, let me get down to, I'm pretty sure I know his orders, but I'll get down there real quick. Moving through.
Okay, let's see. Get your men south. I've been trying to find a turn it. Is there any way for me to kind of branch out south of Van Wiffen?
You could go, there's a side road that you can kind of see that you might be able to get out to, but you're not sure.
Let
what's
me
going on
see. Let me see. Where am I? Let's see.
You are behind a very long line of infantry.
That looks like not Von Wiffen, and that's the wrong one. I need to go to planning. Okay, that looks like. Oh, so that one goes to. Yeah, I'm just continuing on. If we manage to get to, there's a road that cuts down towards Thilo. If the next process of orders, my column reaches there, I'll cut off from there and start to head towards Thilo.
Okay.
Thelonne on the map.
Got it.
It's left of Remilly
Yeah, we can see.
and right of Chaumont Saint Quentin. Is that okay?
Yep. We got you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Get out of my chat.
Anything more I can help you with?
Nope, it looks like the just need to move the other corps north real quick. I figured his corpse wouldn't get there too quickly because of the terrain. It'd take him a little bit longer to deploy.
Yeah.
He's basically deploying on the heights. So.
That is not showing up very much. I might not use the smoke. That's okay. I guess he's gonna. Well, no, he got there, so we'll give him a chance to shoot. Yeah, the only thing with a 3D map is it makes tokens more funky than normal.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Like sometimes they're like jumping way up. All right.
Just have Miss Cavalry look again.
Screenshots.
All right. Yeah, that looks. I think I'm good too. So. Oh, can we get is McMahon's token on here or not, or we just kind of?
Man, this should be on there.
Or did I miss it somewhere?
You missed an artillery back here.
I did. I see that.
Yeah, McMahon, he was in there somewhere. If not, you can make a new one.
All right. He's with McWiffen, so. All right, let me get screen scotch.
With Wimpfen?
Yep.
The Wimpfen. Okay. so that French cavalry, they're not moving ahead.
Nope. Nope. They're just playing on the.
Well, interesting.
All right. Got my screenshots. Let me send them, and then I'll be good.
I don't think it's set.
All right. You've passed through Dowsy, I don't know how to say that, and then turned west. You've just barely received urgent rider from the Westphalian Dragoons that there are French cavalry arrayed to the east of Baza, or however you pronounce that.
Okay.
We've passed through Ducey, you say?
Yeah, you should have
Yeah,
the
the one
screenshot.
that's
And then
on.
you hear artillery fire to the southwest. Not a lot, but it starts to boom across the way.
Yeah, we keep advancing, and then it looks like there's a nice little reverse slope that we can like start gathering the vanguard behind.
Do I have the correct screenshot? Because I'm not past through Ducey on this one. I'm still south of Ducey.
Oh, no, you don't. That would explain the difficulty. My bad. Yeah, here you go.
So we just continue then?
Yeah, we're gonna be drawing up behind like behind the town of Baza. This is the French town.
Oh.
We'll be drawing up behind it. There's like a nice little reverse slope that we can like start collecting the vanguard and assessing our options. So.
Alright, Prince Albert, the march continues for you. The only new interesting thing is... Oh, did I give you a screenshot? I did, okay. The interesting thing for you is that you hear artillery fire not far to the west, in the vicinity of where you can see 11th Corps. I assume you will continue marching. Yep, okay. Alrighty. If you wanted, just to be more interesting, you could ride ahead and join Prince Augustus to see what's going on up there. Would you like to do that? To at least be able to hear them? Okay, I'm gonna just move you now. There's and you can speak in planning if you want to say something to them. Alright, General von Bose.
Hello.
Your horse artillery has come up the hill and begun firing on the French cavalry just northwest of Remilly. Your infantry are moving, and they went off road, so it slowed them down. So they're just behind the first hill still, not even to the second little depression, as you can see. And you can see more French arriving down the road to the northwest of Remilly and setting up.
All right. I'm liking how it's going. Just keep it up. That's another dispatch, by the way.
Okay. So you want your infantry is going to pass over the hill and into the next depression area?
Leave them where they are for now.
Okay. So that's 21st Division. 22nd Division, do you want them to line up behind them or to the right of them? Or
Line up at Renly, the little town. They can.
Okay.
Just to the right of where I am now.
Yep. Okay, and the artillery?
Bring him to the horse artillery. Make a grand battery.
Okay. Grand battery it is.
Never have too many cannons.
The Lancers just move a little bit forward off the hill.
Yeah, just make room for the artillery.
Okay.
And orders for the Lancers, if they do get charged, pull back behind the infantry in an organized manner to not cause disruption.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
All right.
Can I help with anything?
Just moving the last core now.
Which one are you moving? The
That core right there. He's moving to our engine core, so to the flank of where the Germans are across the river. Here, he's trying to use the side roads to get there. So I think he would go. How do you ping on the map?
the tab.
Yeah, like right there. So I think he would go there and then use the road to get there.
Wait, so go south and
Yeah.
so that's like as far as he gets.
Yep.
Oops. So do they want their artillery's almost in range?
So the horse artillery is supposed to move forward, basically to not too far forward, but where they can engage. Yeah, about there. And then he's going to form a grand battery with the rest of the artillery down there.
Yeah, we'll say that's in range. Where'd my tokens go?
I can do these screenshots.
Alright. Everything good?
Yep, I'm just doing screenshots.
Well, now
Oh no! Right? Finally. Well, it helps when they all get together and then kind of have a traffic jams.
Are we at 8:30 now? Yeah, 8:30.
Yeah.
We are meeting the enemy.
All right. So Prince Albert was getting bored in the rear of the column, so he rode up to join you. As you continue westward, the French cavalry turn and head southwest and leave their position east of Baza. You can see a long column heading southwest across the river, and then across the way you can barely make out French troops moving southeast. You can hear a lot more artillery fire now than before, almost due south of you. It is thunderous and booming. And, yep. What are your orders?
See. So my internet just completely cut out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we keep pushing forward and we bring that infantry up to hopefully cut off whatever they're doing over there, because it looks...
Do you want your cavalry to attack their rear, if that's possible?
Harass it.
I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Harass it.
Harass.
Don't charge it, but...
Commitment is key. Commitment is key. We charge.
No, KB.
Commitment is key.
Mhm.
You must either do something, you either do or you do not, a wise man once said.
Okay. Well, regardless, yeah. Yeah, push it up. Yeah, push up that cav. Like, get in their way. Stop them doing what they want to do. And allow us to bring our infantry forward.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. Then Prince Albert, I got you heading back to your corps. So at the next turn, I'll send you back. All right. Well, General von Boos, so far you're getting all the fun. So your grand battery has formed and your artillery is firing across the way. and starting to hit the enemy position. They continue to deploy just west of Remilly on the slopes of the hill there. Their own horse artillery moved up to just within range and is now firing on your own artillery. And that's, I think, about it.
How many of my batteries can hit their artillery?
About half.
And half of them focus fire on artillery.
Okay.
The Hussar and the Cuirassier, I want them to kind of go behind my infantry right now and up the hill to the woods,
Okay.
just to ensure we're not getting outmaneuvered.
Up into the woods. And your other artillery, who are they targeting, if you care?
Infantry.
Okay, infantry. All right. Any other orders?
That'll be it.
All right, thank you. Let's see. Anyway, my introduction. So the Battle of Sedan, and be pretty historical about it in terms of starting positions and orders of battle and everything. But second, I see. Sorry. But we just didn't have the players and or the umpires to do that service. So, sorry, someone's talking to me. Let's see. So we changed it last minute. Just made it more, basically match the number of players. Still a lot of pieces per player. Probably the extreme of what you really want. You can see Von Bose has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 pieces.
Hello.
Hello.
So, hon, I'm getting there. It's just they're a little taking time to do. They keep changing it as I'm moving, so I was like, God damn.
Well, tell them to be more decisive. We don't got time for that.
So basically, he's forming a grand battery in the center here.
Okay. What's this infantry doing?
It's basically that one's supposed to be in front of the.
Are there artillery targeting anything in particular?
Just firing at the enemy in front of them.
Okay, at the end of 4. Big artillery duel going on. That's 4 disruptions.
That horse artillery is supposed to go to Remilly, but it's kind of caught in the deploying 7th.
Okay. Well, if it's just the artillery combat, that's done already.
Alright, and then the cavalry to the north was to scout out ahead of them. So basically, they were turning around to see if there's any enemy behind them. So.
Okay. Well, this cavalry doesn't have orders to charge, so they'll just stare at each other. Okay, I think we can do screenshots then.
Alright, let me move this car real quick.
And the infantry here behind the ridge, they shouldn't be visible on their screenshots. I don't know if you've...
Okay, gotcha. No, I haven't showed them. I just showed the cap.
Yeah, they should just see the artillery on that ridge.
Alright, that should be everything. Okay, you already did that, yeah.
We're at 9 o'clock, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You move a lot faster when you do it in half-hour increments.
Right.
I needed to for this giant map.
Yeah, this map's pretty big.
And we're only using like...
Right, only a portion of it.
I guess we're maybe half of it. No, need to do a screenshot for him. Go get orders.
And my last screenshot.
It does seem that they are prepared on the riverbank there.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, you are just outside Baza. And as you are, there's not much of a hill, but you're coming down a little one. You can see French cavalry arrayed in the farms and grassland south of Baza, and then across the river, looks like an entire French corps set up to defend the position.
Okay.
And you can still.
I'd say, KB, bring your infantry forward, draw it up in a line, inside the town. We'll bring forward our cav, and we'll push them out, and then, we will continue moving towards Sedan. Probably, deposit some artillery for the gun duel.
So the
Okay,
infantry.
I order my men to capture Baza and continue towards Sedan.
Got it. Are you leaving something to kind of guard the southern side of it while the rest marches by, or are you just going to march through it?
Me personally?
Yeah. Or someone.
No, my command continues.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I'll guard the flank with the cavalry then. But,
I want you to... Okay. I want you to hold that town until I can bring cavalry up and defeat their cavalry.
okay. I'll revise my order, James. I order my command to capture Baza then, and then stay there. So we will not continue to Sedan. We will just capture Baza.
Got it.
And then, so are the red lines, are those railroads, or...
It's just a road that got colored that way for some reason.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you. Oh, Prince Albert, I'm moving you to your own channel now. You're not co-located. You saw and heard more than you're supposed to, but that's all right. So you went back to your corps, and who's still just south of Dowsey, and let me know what orders you have for them. Keep pushing up. Okay, thank you. All right. There is a great large artillery duel going on. And so far your artillery, well, I don't know if they're having the better of it. You're targeting some of their artillery and some of their infantry, and they're targeting all of your artillery. So you're starting to lose a few guns. But overall it's going pretty well. And yeah, they haven't made any attempts to do anything other than get more artillery online.
I'm gonna switch fire. All artillery on artillery. You know, let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
Okay. Got it. Anything else?
No, not yet.
Okay. You do get a report from your cavalry that they reached the top of the mountain hill to the southwest and have not encountered anything. They're about 2 miles from your position now.
Huh, that's good. Yeah, I guess just leave them there and report back if anything happens.
Okay. Alright, thank you. pressing the cavalry though. They can start getting bombarded. Everyone's got way too much artillery. I can do that at least. I don't think much else is going to happen. We got 5 artillery. Woo! Let's see. They're in a town though, so some protection for them. So that becomes 3, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3 disruptions. Give, let's see, a little bit for the cavalry, a little bit for the infantry.
Alright, everybody should be moved. The cavalry up north is supposed to do lately engagements and keep them busy to draw them in to where the guns and infantry are formed up. So
Supposed to what?
they're supposed to do light engagements, this is quoting, light engagements and draw them back to the guns and infantry that's formed up.
Okay. They're gonna have a hard time doing that in the town.
Yeah, that's what he ordered, so.
Okay, well, we'll show them. Here, we'll give an extra harassment for them, and then a little bit of disruption for being weird.
Yeah. For being weird. And then, Woofin Puffin, whatever the hell his name is, moved his infantry to the valley along the creek there to try and make it so his out of the range of the artillery, so they can't see him, basically getting depression.
Well, they're only targeting the enemy artillery anyway now, so.
Oh, gotcha. Well, then it works how he wanted
it. It worked.
And the other, the 12th Corps has been moved, so.
Okay. All right, we'll do screenshots. 9:30.
Cool. Yep. 9. I think.
Yeah, it's 9:30. I just moved it.
Okay.
We're 10:30, halfway through. Okay, we got a pretty good pace. Haven't had any super bad fighting yet, but it's about to happen.
Yeah, it's about gonna go down. Yep. Okay. All right, let me get these.
I was just reading his book earlier today.
All right, so 4th Corps moves 7th Division into the town and takes control of Baza. As they get to the southern edge of town, the French cavalry attempt to harry you. They don't It's not a full-on charge or anything, and they can't really do much at the edge of the town, but they do attempt to harass you. But for the most part, your men are able to shoot them off. But the French guns are firing now as well as the French cavalry retreat and are starting to bombard the town.
Yeah. Could your horse battery KB give me some supporting fire? I'm gonna bring the vanguard of the Prussian Guard around to where KB's cavalry is, and then we're gonna launch a mass charge and roll them up and force them into the infantry in the town.
Alright.
I'll have my horse artillery form up on the very right side of my line and give supporting fire.
What about the foot artillery?
Yeah, if they can form up on the right, then I want them to do so as well. And I want the what's my other division called? The one that's still marching.
The 8th.
Yeah, I want the 8th to form up to continue west then.
West towards Sedan.
Yeah, more west with the intent of covering the artillery.
Oh, okay, got it. Prince Augustus, do you want to rejoin your corps to direct them in that cavalry charge you want?
I mean, sure.
This is when you personally lead it, Augustus?
No.
Think of the glory.
No, why do people insist on trying to get the CIC killed?
That's so glorious. It's
not a good idea.
majestic.
It worked for me the last time because I was a brigade commander.
You look so good leading the charge.
Yeah, that was my job.
Everyone else would look at you like, oh man, he led the charge.
Alright, I
They
gotta
would
go.
be impressed.
Alright, Prince Albert, the march continues. You can still hear a whole lot of artillery fire to the southwest. And some new artillery fire more west than southwest. Any order changes? If you type it, I'll see. Alright. The artillery duel continues. The French infantry is starting to advance off the hill and moving southeast.
Well.
And that's about it.
All right. I'm gonna pull back. The order of march is gonna be infantry, artillery, infantry, and then 2 lancers. They're gonna pull back to Villers, der Mouzon, and form up a line on that road with the cannons on that weird little puzzle piece looking trail.
Oh, okay. That's where your new line is.
Yep. However, I, with the company of one of my lancers, I'm going to ride to the top of the hill to meet my hussars and cuirassiers.
With one of the lancers?
One of the lancers.
Okay. And the order of march was what again? Sorry?
1 infantry division, all the artillery, 2nd infantry division, and then the 2 lancers in the back.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
All right, back.
Everything's moved in the north as it will be.
Yeah. So basically, he's keeps changing his order as I'm moving, so it's really annoying.
Mhm.
So the cavalry is basically the 2 units on the left were trying to get around, but obviously they ran into that artillery there. And then they're to slowly pull back, but that's obviously not happening here. They're just to engage and then pull back, which, yeah. The artillery is to concentrate on the infantry in front of them in case they charge the cavalry, basically.
That one's done then. And in the south they're pulling back a little bit. So
All right, there we go. Horse cavalry moved up to engage and support the artillery that's already firing. So.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
They wouldn't deploy in the town, but they're already gone. Okay, I think we can do screenshots.
Alrighty.
10 o'clock.
So the enemy artillery has stopped firing, basically.
On the south,
Yeah.
yeah, they're falling back.
Okay, I can let them know that.
Did Leo not want to stick around?
It appears not.
All right. So the artillery has unlimbered and started firing, and the French cavalry were so nice as to put themselves in the path of your guns that they've been wildly obliterated. Your Grand Cavalry, I don't know what you call that, but they're formed up and ready to charge in from the east and are about to do so, and the rest of the column continues to stream in. The first guards under the Prussian Guard are just now arriving.
I have an amazing idea, Sean.
Yes.
So much glory. Charge the bridge with all the cavalry.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Okay, well, at
Wait.
least I tried.
Yeah, sweep those cavalry up if we can.
Okay.
I would preferably like them pushed up against our own units and destroyed.
Got it. What about the infantry arriving into the town or the artillery?
Have those begin relieving Fourth Corps.
Okay,
So
and
he
the
can-
4th Corps Infantry will begin marching on Sedan. We will leave the artillery to continue supportive bombardment.
Okay. You got it.
All right.
All right, General Albert. So as you continue west, you can see the site of a battle come into view. Looks like the Prussian Guard has their cavalry forming up for a grand charge. And you can see some French across the river, and their artillery is firing upon the town of Baza. You're close enough. Okay, I see. Cavalry will go off-road and form a line. Okay, form a new line with a specified location. And okay, so your cavalry's all going that way. Got it. Alright, thank you. Alright, General Bose, you issue the orders for your army to fall back, and you ride up a small mountain road up to the top of that mountain, where you reach your cavalry, and
Beautiful.
they're just hanging out, eating wild apples, and enjoying the view.
Oh, yeah, I would too. That little round bit just to my northwest.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ride over there, and if possible, look on to their army.
Okay.
Without drawing too much attention. If I have to dismount for that.
Got it.
Also, have I just not got any dispatch for like the past hour?
No, I think one's coming.
It hurts. What must a man do to get dispatch?
Wait, have you got no dispatch?
I've gotten one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're about to get one.
Well, I know.
Well, maybe. I don't know. You're kind of hard to find up on a mountain right now.
Oh, shoot. You're right. All right. Well, what's life without a little bit of risk? I'm just going to go do some observation.
And you're going back to your original orders. You wanted them... They were lining up on the zigzag line with the infantry in front or the artillery in front?
Artillery on the zigzag with the infantry on the road that like does the straight east to west.
Got it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Have you... No, you're not here. Alright, I keep getting interrupted. So, Battle of Sedan, we didn't do it. Not enough people, so we changed the scenario. I don't think you heard me give the scenario, but basically the German Confederation started Moson, and with orders to go northwest to Sedan and surround the French. The French had orders to march southeast towards Moson and spoil the German attack. I think... I didn't pay too much attention to the new order of battle. I think the Germans, well, for sure they have more cavalry. I'm not sure if they have more infantry. I think the Germans overall still stronger. But the French, I mean, they have a super strong position here with the river and the crossing, and then out here they way outnumber poor Bose. But it was a smart idea to fall back, because as you can see, he was about an hour away from getting flanked and hit hard. But he is separating himself more from this army, and now it's up to Prince Augustus. Will he... His orders are to surround Sedan, but there's nothing in Sedan now, so does he stick to his original orders to surround nothing in Sedan? I mean, I guess Sedan's a nice town to take, or does he try to break through here and help Bose? Speaking of which, I need to deliver a dispatch.
Swear to God, them changing orders as I'm moving things.
Oh,
is-
yeah. Tell him they can't change orders.
I'm going to. It's like, no, you did it. You're all right. So the cavalry is supposed to fall back in the north. So they're supposed to fall back through the. They're supposed to make way for the cavalry to fall back. So I wasn't sure if they would actually get out
Across the bridge?
across the bridge.
Okay. We'll let this one get free, and the rest of them are in big trouble.
And then the 3 left batteries are supposed to fire on the enemy artillery. The other 2 are supposed to fire on targets of opportunity. So I'm assuming the cavalry that just moved forward.
Yeah, they're not. Can't shoot their own cavalry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for it, but I don't think we need to. Let's see, we got a cuirassier, Ellen Dragoons versus, oh, we got Lancers, okay. And they're trying to get away, so it's basically in the rear. 5 and 4. So they're broken.
Oh, also the token down south. I don't know what I did, but it's not like a shattered token, and I don't know how to fix that.
You just push the number 1.
Oh, all right. Thank you. I don't know how to fix it.
Alright, I think we'll show them trying to escape. Alright, oh, I need to do artillery. 1, 2. Oops.
There's also a horse battery on top of this ridge.
Oh, is he shooting? Will you put a smoke thing on him?
Yeah, I don't remember how to.
Just let's copy paste it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, the artillery was shooting at something. They get a nice enfilade fire. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a nice roll for enfilade fire. Oh, and they're shooting over the top. Okay. Nothing done. Okay. I think that's it for combat. So it's now 10:30.
Alrighty. Get those screens.
Are those dice in the way of the screenshot?
Let me see.
I'll just move them a little over here.
Oh, yeah, they're fine. I was in the south.
Alright, 10:30.
Wait, is that Prussian artillery or cavalry coming around? Yes, there is. Oh. You would see.
Oh, and Von Bose, oops, he wanted to be not seen on top of that hill.
Okay.
I don't know so he's kind of like
right.
creeping up to the top of it, so I don't know if you can...
So would they not see him then, or?
I don't think they would, because he's kind of behind the trees anyway.
All right, let me redo that screenshot there. Alrighty, I think it's all.
Alright. So, from your... I'm not sure exactly where you are. You're on like a rooftop in Baza or something. But anyway, from your vantage point, you see the cavalry charge go. Unfortunately, they don't push the French towards your infantry, but the opposite direction, because the French are already trying to flee. Some of their cavalry get across the bridge, but it's a bottleneck for them, so you manage to catch most of the French cavalry in the rear, and so they hardly do anything to your own, but you are severely wrecking them. The only damage being done is some of the artillery fire hitting you in the flanks, but it's going well so far.
Yeah, try to use the chaos at the bridge to get in close and butcher as much of their cav as we can before they cross.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have the guards artillery start forming up east of Bazaars in like the little tree line. I don't know. We're gonna need to be further. So like south of that.
Okay.
To enfilade the French.
Got it.
I will pick up the remainder of my command and we will go and capture Sedan.
Alright. So your artillery and stuff are leaving?
I think with the amount of artillery arriving, I can just bring my artillery as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So yes, I will bring my artillery as well.
And then I will ride over to 12th Corps.
Okay. And he can't talk, but I told him he can talk to you in planning. Just so you know.
Okay.
Your infantry, the Prussian Guard infantry, is just staying in Baza.
Yep, setting up a line.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
Alright, Prince Albert. So your cavalry and horse artillery are forming up in the area you designated. Even after you arrive, the Prussian Guard cavalry launch a massive cavalry charge to the west, which seems to be going well. And yep, I guess that's all I have to report. So let me know what your orders are. River. No, the river is not fordable. If you see any road go to a point, it can be forded there. So there's one at Remilly. Let's see, are there any other points that are fordable? Not nearby. So there's that bridge where all the French are set up. The next fordable point is at Remilly, back to the southeast. And you'd have to go around the Cheers River just to get there. So that answers your question. I'll come back for your orders if you can type them in. Alright. General Bose, you move up to that tall point and get quite a good view, and you can see the French army down in the valley below you marching eastward into the woods. And yep.
I don't quite like that.
Well, who would?
Yeah, I guess I'll pull back and ride for my core as fast as possible.
Okay. With all of the cavalry?
Yeah.
Alright.
As much as I would like to try to attack that, I'm not suicidal.
What? But it would be fun.
It would be. Actually, does this little skirmish we're doing have any influence on the future Sedan match?
It could. I haven't thought about that, but maybe. Alright.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, we're at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Cavalry will go to Cheers. Oh.
So that northern cavalry is supposed to fall back through the infantry now, as best they can, basically. So they're hoping by moving the guns they could go through. And then the guns are to line up on that ridge and fire on unholy hell.
Alright, I got a lot of rolling to do. They're gonna be caught. I think the cavalry are gonna get antsy. They're gonna go charge across the way. Cavalry charge into the face. +2. Oh, they need it. Oh, we're gonna make it decisive. Do another. Oh, there you go. 3. But they get. And they'll be shooting up as well. Haven't really had much infantry fighting yet, actually.
No. Been one big artillery duel. There's so much
artillery and cavalry. Yeah, there was a lot of guns in this Battle of Sedan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, we got 5 guns over here shooting. Enfilade fire. It's gonna be pretty bad. Let's see. That represents pretty bad too. Yeah, they're not gonna want to stick around for that much longer. But they are shooting that way. With their own enfilade fire. 4. Yeah, they're not gonna like that. And then I guess this artillery. Just a whole bunch of artillery.
Yeah. It's just it's a mess.
What is their artillery targeting anything in particular?
Those guns are just fire what they enemy artillery. So.
Okay.
And then the center guns were firing at the cavalry as they.
Oh, yeah, I think I missed. Alright. Oh, and then that. Well, I guess that cavalry's just coming over the ridge over there.
Yep, they're
Yep.
just scouting, basically.
Okay, well, they'll fall under artillery fire next time. I think that's everything.
Alright. Let me move my cat who's in the way. Oh, that's good. Most of the other guys are co-located, so.
Makes it easy.
Yep. It's 11, right?
Yep. Alright. Alright. General Alvison, you're finally free of your commander and get to be your own man and You're heading into Sedan, and so far have met no French resistance. There's a lot of signs that the French were here recently, but they didn't even leave a garrison in Sedan, as far as you can tell.
Okay. I want to hurry my way through Sedan and cross the bridge, heading west-southwest. And then I will head for Baden-Line Court. Baden-Line Court?
Okay.
I have no idea how to say that. But, yeah.
Did you want... Your cavalry were part of that big charge back there. Did you want them to come with you, or they...
Sure, I can bring them up.
I forget what cavalry you had. What cavalry did you have?
I can check.
Let's see.
I had
Oh, you had the two...
one hussar and like one I don't know what that is, dragoons or
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll send a rider and have them recalled to you.
But yeah, I want to just cross the bridge.
Got it.
With the intent of like ending up in the what was the French left.
Yep.
That we faced earlier. Yeah.
Makes sense. Good plan. Alright. Prince Augustus and Prince Albert. You have the meeting of the princes. Princes, not princesses. Prince Albert's cavalry are crossing a ford across the Cher River. But it's slow going to get all the horses across. Bit of a bottleneck. There's a new grand battery formed, firing hard into the side of the French position. The French have moved their own guns back up onto the ridge behind their infantry and are counter battery firing. And it looks like some of your cavalry got excited and is attempting to cross the bridge, chasing after the enemy.
Okay, so, alright, I'll take down names, for later. Generals who can't control their troops need to be sacked. But pull back, with those French prisoners. It was worth it. Keep that artillery going, and I've given 4th Corps 12th Corps its instructions. So.
Okay. I'll get your instructions from your channel, Prince Albert, when you type them. Thank you. Alright, General Bose, you ride down the mountain into Autrecourt, and behind your line, and you can see French cavalry riding down the hill towards your infantry.
I do see that. Let's see. Are my infantry in the way of my cannons at all?
No.
Why no? Alright, so with the three cavalry I've got with me, kind of want to needle it through between the infantry on the far right and the riverbank. We're going to do a little bit of a countercharge. Hopefully we don't die.
Alright, you're leading them?
I won't be directly in the front, but I'll be like, yeah, pretty close.
You'll be with them.
Yeah, I'll be with them. And if my infantry on the far left aren't already in square, they certainly need to be.
Got it. And you're...
You know, actually, not even the three of them, all of them, all 5 cavalry that I have.
Okay, and okay, got it. All right, I think That's what I need. Thank you. Almost time for combat.
Okay. Dear Lord.
Alright. So what's the artillery focusing on?
Alright, so the right side of the mass battery is focusing on the 3 damage German artillery in front. So basically, in front of McMahon, all those batteries are basically firing on.
Man, this is like an artillery battle.
I know, it's just massive gun.
All it is. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish guns focusing on the 3.
Yep.
Alright. 2, 3, 3, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. Okay. And then what are the rest of the guns shooting at?
They were firing at the cavalry / artillery in front of them, which seems to have moved.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's see if that courtesy breaks. He's probably gonna break though. Yeah. Alright, and then we got artillery shooting in the rear. That's not gonna help. Alright, now for the German
these guys shall
artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy crap.
Ah, what did I do?
Oh, 5.
I had the map selected and I don't know what to do. Do I just right click?
Yeah, right. The whole map selected.
Okay, yeah, okay, I fixed it. I was like, oh god.
2, 3. Alright. And then a little bit of artillery down here. They're on a hill though. Pretty extreme range, so we will dial it back. Let's see, 4, 3. That's 40. So two hits. Okay. Alright. Screenshots.
Alrighty.
It's not getting very decisive. They've been maneuvering too much, but
Yeah, I take it the infantry on this ridge in the south is digging in. That's what that is.
they're in square formation.
Square formation. Got it. Alright.
Are we at 11:30? Yeah, I went too far.
Yeah, it's 11. Alright, no. Is it 11:30? No, it's 12.
You
We
sure?
just did. Didn't we just do?
No, my last screenshots
You're
were 11.
You're right. You're right. All right. I'm getting really tired, so forgive me.
It's almost done.
Well,
We'll probably do one more turn and then call it.
God.
Alright, you wanted to go to Sedan.
All right, going down.
I should have come to you last to give you more time to look at your screen. I'll be back. Alright, General Augustus, Prince Augustus. So Prince Albert headed northwest to go to Sedan. His cavalry went southeast to assist 4th Corps. You have a super giant grand battery bombarding the French position and their grand battery across the river in the way. Both sides are being pelted. Your cavalry, your cuirassiers are broken, and the rest are fleeing back. But you have captured 2 French Lancer regiments, and yeah. What are your orders?
I will hold here. Have the do what we can to win the artillery duel. Whether that's throwing up some field works for the guns, that kind of stuff, moving around, just kind of, I'll be actively managing that.
Okay. Do you want to target anything in particular? Their artillery or their infantry in terms of targets?
Their artillery.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, General Alfenseben. You pass through Sedan and to the jeers of the French there. They don't like you. But you cross the river and are now on the west side in Tori and about to turn south on the road towards Vaudencourt. You can still hear thunderous artillery down to the southeast, back at Baza.
Yeah, we continue south then.
Alright. Do you want to go double time or still at regular pace?
We can go double time then, yeah. We want to go double time.
Double time it is. Run down the road.
The Blitzkrieg, dude. I'm gonna run at them.
Here comes the Blitzkrieg. Okay, thank you. Alright, Prince Albert, you take your infantry and your guards, Lancer guards, and head northwest out of Baza towards Sedan. You can see the tail end of 4th Corps' column entering into Sedan. I guess I'll look to your channel for orders. The battle continues behind you now. Alright, I'm back. You've had some time to look.
I have.
So, yeah, so you formed up ready to charge, but the French cavalry do not charge your lines. They go west into the woods. And but you do see some new French cavalry arriving to the north, just in the distance, and their infantry set up on the hill to the west.
Alright. 22nd Division on the far left there. I want them to swing around to protect the flank of our artillery.
Okay. Still in
I want the
square or
artillery.
not square?
Yeah, still in square for them.
Okay.
The artillery focus fire completely on the infantry. 21st, kind of stay where they are. Me, I'm going to charge up that hill. I want those cannons. Get them out of here.
Okay, full on charge. You got it. Alright. Thank you.
Thank you.
All sorts of artillery. This fight down here is going to be interesting. So first we have the artillery bombarding them on the hill. Oh, sneaking terrain. Alright, so that's 2 disruption. Then we have a big charge, so
Alrighty.
hello.
Hello. It's very confusing from the French side.
Okay. This is the last turn. We're going to do combat, then we'll bring them all together.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Let's see.
Well,
if
good, because
Liberty
I'm,
dies.
yeah.
Alright. Get some shots off on the short range. We'll do some canisters, yeah. But they're going to be... Let's just end it a bit more decisively. Oops. So LeBrun was...
He's tired. I'm tired. We're like, all right, what do you?
What do you want?
Right, like, all right. He's like, am I being too confused? Like, yes, but I think I'm figuring it out, so it's okay.
Alright, we'll do something like this.
Just a massive pile on.
They're just on top. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we will do this giant duel down here. Oops, compact dice. I don't know why these dice are so big. Too big.
Well, it's because this whole map's just disjointed.
Alright, so I'm not even gonna count. We're just gonna roll. There's gonna be a lot of disruptions. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10. Okay, 10 disruptions. Are they focusing artillery still?
They were just firing. They didn't even. They were just like.
Just shoot at whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the
It's
front,
just
front
basically
line.
they're just fire the artillery at the other artillery. So.
Alright, we'll have a few artillery starting to break. And then they're gonna fire. Although they're on a hill, so they have... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so disruptions all along the line. That's probably good. Okay.
All right.
See
See that infantry finally got across that bridge.
Yeah,
coming down.
they're about to get hit. Of course, they're running, so they're going to be tired, but
Yeah.
they're about to get hit in the flank. So I don't know. Who do you think's the
So
victor of the situation?
That's hard to tell because I don't know. They still have some fresh infantry of the 5th Corps.
Yeah.
So they could probably hold them. I think that flanking group.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'd actually get out because these guys are, the German 9th Corps is holding pretty strong there. And
Yeah. Well, with that successful cavalry charge at the end,
yeah,
LeBrun captured. That's doesn't bode well there. So
yeah,
I think it's a slight German victory.
yeah.
If I, based on how I see it.
I do think that the French might be able to pull back though down this center road to Harcourt. Maybe they'd get some troops out.
I think they would. So this cavalry, they were going to cross there. Of course, that got opposed. So they're going to come down and cross over. Where can it? Over where's the next ford? I guess here at Villers.
Yeah.
So they'd be coming in. Of course, let's see. The next turn, they'd be right at the ford. So they'd be arriving pretty quickly to help over here.
Yeah, I think the 5th Corps and parts of the 7th Corps could get out, but I think the 12th Corps is pretty much going to get bogged down and captured at this point if the cavalry's coming in.
Alright, well, let's bring them all to the lobby.
Alrighty.
If you'll help me.
Well, hello.
Hello there.
Hello, everyone.
Whole lot.
How many princes does Germany need?
Lots
All
and
of
lots of
them.
princes.
It's not Germany. It's Bavaria and Saxony and Prussia.
Alright, let me share my screen. Let's just get the big picture for fun. Alright. Well done, everyone. Let's see, we got to 12. So we did 6 hours of fighting, or marching anyway. It's pretty good. So I'll give the background. We'll start. I got black, so we'll start with that. So the Germans started in Mouzon and basically sent 3 of their corps up this way and 1 corps up this way to the west. This was, which corps is that? 11th Corps under von Bose. The other 3 went up this way and then west. The French sent, I guess they had 1 corps here and then the rest going this way. So basically the opposite of each other. The French had 3 corps on the west side and 1 on the north. The Germans had 3 on the north and 1 on the south, which made it interesting. I think I never checked the exact order of battle. I think the Germans had the advantage, certainly in cavalry. I'll have to count it later, but I think they had slightly more infantry as well. I'm not sure. The fight was very interesting, though, in that there was hardly any infantry involvement at all. It was mostly artillery and a little bit of cavalry. So in the north, at first I thought the French were going to make a stand here, but not a bad decision. They moved to the south of the river and had a good defensive point at the bridge. And so the Germans took Baza and set up in there. The French had left some cavalry up in here to harass the infantry in the town, which didn't work out very well. And then the Germans massed a giant cavalry formation, which charged in and broke them and captured 2 Lancer units. And then both sides set up a super grand battery and have been bombarding each other ever since. The Germans sent a force into Sedan to take it, and then they're force marching now and about to hit the flank here of the French line. In the south, let's see, I forget the name. 11th Corps basically reached this point right here at Point Remilly and set up on the hill while the French set up over here, and they dueled with artillery for a few hours, and then actually Bose timed it pretty well. He pulled it back just as the French had a pretty significant flanking force making the maneuver through the woods here. That would have been bad news if he hadn't pulled back, but he pulled back to a new line here. And then, so the French advanced to this position you can see here, and then he launched a big cavalry assault at the very end, which there's artillery here and some infantry which had been getting bombarded, and so they were able to break the infantry in the corner and overrun several guns and capture Lebrun.
LeBron James got captured.
LeBron James. So they got this flank attack coming around this way. I'm not sure if that's coming that way. So that may kind of work out, but the French or the Germans are mostly ready for that. With their commander captured, I think this would break down. The other thing is you've got German cavalry, they're coming down this way, and so in about an hour they would be in this position to assist over here. Let's see. So in terms of conclusion, will you mute yourself, LeBrun? I can hear TV in the background. Thank you. No, haven't done it yet. Who's that? Gentleman
Piece of
Spy.
shit.
Mute yourself. Okay, thank you. So in terms of victory, we think the Germans, based on the positioning, the successful charge at the end, and this flank attack here, we think the Germans end the day in a better position. Compared to historical Sedan, the French should be able to withdraw southwest here. I mean, there's nothing preventing them from doing so. So instead of the entire army getting trapped as historical, they'll be defeated, but be able to retreat southwest and live to fight another day without being entirely captured. So that result is better for the French than historically. But the Germans are able to capture Sedan without issue, and are with the successful cavalry charge here that sealed the fate of this corps. We are handing it in their favor. So, well fought. It's fun to umpire. I want to hear everyone's thoughts. So,
I was just about to send a detachment of dragoons to scout north of my corps, so I would have found that Prussian flanking maneuver.
Okay.
I have played
Well,
two games. I
I told
marched
you
and
that
then I got
LeBron was
captured.
either dead or he was just lazy.
How did the you said the Prussians had 4 corps?
Yeah.
Oh, so we were pretty outnumbered then.
Yeah, we had 3.
Unless their corps were smaller, but yeah.
The corps is pretty widely in size. I'll have to count it all at the end.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of see. I think infantry-wise is pretty even, and artillery-wise as well. No, they probably had. I think they outnumbered you slightly in every regard.
Man, maybe on the fucking other side of the river, I was outmatched in everything.
But that was fun. That was really good. Right at the end of the last turn, I was like, "What if they sent like half of their army through Sedan? What if they're on this side of the Meuse?"
Yeah, because we were like, where's all the infantry? Aren't they attacking?
Yeah, I realized, I was like, there's so much cavalry here and only like 1 corps of infantry. So I was like, maybe we should send some cavalry up north. And everyone was like, yes, yeah, let's do that.
I
will
spent
say-
my
It's rather unfortunate that people didn't do what I told them to do, which was a far grander flanking march that was aimed at encircling the enemy. I was interpreting the movement as not targeting the enemy's flank, but more towards Harcourt and linking up with 11th Corps, and enveloping the French.
Well, then that should have been specified, in my opinion.
I felt
And
like-
if you feared that it was not, being done, then you should have maybe sent a dispatch specifying it. I don't know.
Well,
Ooh.
I felt like I specified it when I told you to go to Harcourt.
I had a ton of fun with this game, regardless of like all the switch ups and stuff. It was just interesting. We had to do a lot of quick thinking, like changing the plan. And our biggest failure, I think, was perhaps not using our cavalry to the fullest to do recon on the Sedan flank, because
That's my fault.
I was there for a while too. We knew something was off, because when that lone corps that we were engaged in the east withdrew, we said, okay, this isn't where their main strike is going to be, and then we were at the bridge. They weren't trying to cross there with infantry, so we had a lot of hints. But I do think my generals did well, and on a strategic level, I think the only other thing I'd change is that if we had stayed concentrated, we probably could have overwhelmed the lone corps and then effed off to the south, but instead we kind of got caught up on this very long front, and so that left that flank vulnerable where our Grand Battery was at the bridge to be assaulted like that. Whereas if we were more concentrated, we could have perhaps destroyed the lone corps and then kept going south.
Strategically, I would have liked to not be.
We might have been caught too.
Well, the capturing, yeah, you were like, oh, I had them on the run, and then James opens up the stream, and it's like, oh yeah, General LeBron James has been captured. I'm like, oh wow,
General LeBron. No. It's okay.
It's just that I got
fantastic work.
Your biggest mistake was pulling your cavalry back and leaving your artillery exposed.
I didn't mean to leave my artillery exposed, but that's okay. It's in my.
Is that
defense.
what happened?
And thank God 5th Corps turned around, because those cavalry terrified me.
yeah, I had to help Dewey up in the north, but I guess LeBron James's adjutant spoke German or something. Yeah, it's like, oh,
I was horrified though when I got to the top of the hill and I saw like 2 corps. I was like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. So far,
that's what I was hoping you'd think. But
2 Kriegsspiel.
Things got too complicated. I mean, I was hoping that we could press you into Viers and like crush you, but then we had to divert. We kept diverting more resources north to deal with clearly the bulk of the German army. But that's just a losing battle, so we probably shouldn't have fought it.
Yeah, you did fine, LeBron James. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, you did fine. Just there's a lot going on. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a strategic and a tactical level, and on the strategic level, things were wrong that doesn't really, didn't help the tactical level.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just say it. I'm not good tactically, and I'm not good strategically.
How was it being CIC on the German side? Because I just rode around and around for the first half of the game talking to all my corps commanders.
Well, I managed to set up a plan of action and basically just modify it as we went. So I was actually pretty static because I also had a corps command that I had to manage.
Thought it was going to be that kind of game for me too, but it turned out not.
Yeah, so from turn 1, I was picturing this in my mind that I was going to be flanked somehow. And then, as it turns out, it was nearly about to happen.
Yeah,
we might have had a little warning, but it would have been pretty messy, I think.
Hey James, do you mind
the General Der Wumpfen, like our German, would have been the rear guard.
What were you saying today?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask if you can go close to my captured guy. I'm going to be making him as my new profile picture.
Is that good?
Done. Thank you, sir.
You want to see the name better?
That's pretty good.
That's good. I like.
Man, that's unfortunate. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
That was fun.
I had a grand old time.
Considering how much we had to do on the fly, I thought it went really well.
Yeah. That missing corps was sorely missed.
I was also a bit of a missing corps. It's like I also all of your messages just came at once for me over the course of like an hour.
Yeah, I remember.
It was half an hour, so I figured it just as they were set, they would arrive the next turn.
I was speaking to McMahon. I was like, this was at like I think 11. I was like, when was the last time LeBron sent a message? He was like, you're not gonna like this. I was like, oh no.
Well, count yourselves lucky that things were reduced because we the original OB had 3 more German corps.
A lot of cavalry.
Yeah, I took all this cavalry off the Prussian guard already. I have.
And they still got slapped by cavalry.
He stole my guard cavalry.
What was their plan?
I have to go to bed. I'm been up since 6 this morning, so
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you,
You-
Scoutsy.
Thank you for helping.
yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely, absolutely. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Yep, night.
Yeah, I had a grand old time.
Imagine not being devoted enough to stay up till 4 in the morning to play a Kriegsspiel.
4 in the morning.
Well, it is 7 now almost.
Oh, that's crazy.
Started at 4.
Yeah, it's
Why would you
nearly
do
my
that to
bedtime. It's
yourself?
nearly 10 p.m.
Yeah,
so
that's a bit ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah, it is
intending to
pretty
sleep
ridiculous.
during a 6-hour car ride, so
Oh, this is the original.
So here's the original.
Oh, we're showing it? Okay, I was about to ask. Yeah.
So I think the French. You guys are gonna push west, right?
Yeah,
First and
Dolship.
12th, I think we're pushing west,
So-
and then 5th and 7th we're holding.
It's actually good. I think you would have succeeded, and it wouldn't have been very interesting because the only thing stopping you was this little second corps right here. So they had 3 corps in the south, one a good bit far to the east, and then their main one they were going to attack with was over the hills this way. But they had a bunch of cavalry doing that, which would have been negated a lot in those hills. So
How much cavalry's in that court?
oh yeah,
Oh
it.
my god.
that's ridiculous.
Oh,
It has 2 infantry divisions attached to it for
Who
some.
picked the cavalry corps to be the one attacking a city?
Yeah, through the hills and forest.
Please get this off my screen. This is giving me.
So yeah, so you guys would have. I mean, you would have pushed through these guys and then held pretty well against. I assume you'd have attacks
Russian
like.
guards so far out.
Yeah, the original idea, I think we were going to try and push south, like southeast,
Southeast.
and then southeast, like down the river valley. But then we were like, why don't we just push west? Because historically, that was they were trying to push west toward the end of the battle. So he said, why don't we just do that straight away? And
Yeah.
It was
So,
better.
I was very excited because I was going to be the spear tip on that. That was my 12th corps right there, and I was going to get into some great fighting. I'm at 1% battery, and so I will get going. Thank you so much for the new profile picture and all the fun. I will hope to play again soon, depending on how much work wants to, let me live a life.
all right.
Okay,
thanks.
Have a good night, man.
Good job too. You did
Thanks
well.
for playing.
Yep. See
How do
you.
I exit this thing? Fuck! Oh, there we go.
Classic. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, was it Baza? You were the one in the south the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I at one point I was looking at the 3D map, because it's it's like not volumetric, but whatever. And you were hitting my infantry pretty hard, and I was like, wait, if I just kind of go down this valley a little bit, I'll be just out of sight. And I was like, oh wow, I felt like a genius. Of course, in the end, it didn't really matter, but
Yeah, it's kind
Well,
of.
it's kind of funny because I told them to stop shooting at infantry and focus on artillery.
Oh, well, still.
Yeah, you were down in this little valley.
Yeah, and I realized, if I just go closer to the creek, because indirect fire wasn't a thing at this time, except for maybe like explosive shells, but doctrinally, it wasn't really much of a thing as far as I know. So
No, I mean, you kind of once you stopped pushing because you had to worry about the Germans. I was like, oh man, thank God. I thought you were still coming, and
I didn't know if there were more troops to my south, and I didn't know where LeBron was, his corps.
really, I thought you guys purposely executed that because that was really well done.
McMahon maybe did, but I was sort of in the dark. I didn't know. I knew he was somewhere to the south. I didn't know where.
I was the whole time. I was terrified of someone coming to flank me from on top of the hill, and that's exactly what he was doing.
Just didn't get pressed to the utmost. It would have. It's okay. Next time.
Yeah, I probably should have been more aggressive. I just was. We didn't know where the main Prussian forces were, so
I don't think you had.
I didn't want to commit.
I don't think you had much ground to be aggressive with your corps.
That's true too. Yeah, very true. That's
Yeah.
good though, I enjoyed that. numerical disadvantage aside, I think we did okay. I think you guys did a really because at the end I was like, wait, couldn't they just have gone around Sedan? I was like, that sounds like a Sean Mack thing to do. Lo and behold, that's what I would have done too. Probably, I probably would have sent a corps around there.
I mean, it makes sense once the road's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the battle plan kind of evolved from, we were indicated that you were in Sedan to start with, so I was kind of just advancing towards it to see what would happen, but once I faced you, I just kind of, I got a sense of your line, and I'm like, well, I mean, I was given my orders, at least as far as I understood them, James, was to try to recreate the historical victory and surround them.
Yep.
So I was like, there's only one way to do that, and that's to, you know, try to put frickin' Jackson to shame.
Yeah.
And it seemed it got lost in translation, but it probably would have worked.
But then they would have just fled north.
Well, no. Because I have the second corps coming around.
Yeah,
The
they're
11th.
going that way too.
I mean, that's just four guys, though.
They were
Yeah,
supposed
all
to
the
have
artillery.
all that cav down there. That
Theoretically,
was another miscommunication. They were supposed to go up there, and they were supposed to assist in rapidly seizing the ground. But
I thought that's one of my
orders
best
got
game.
miscommunicated.
yeah,
You
played
did
well.
excellent. I wasn't there to see it, but I couldn't have asked for more from you.
When you withdrew, I was like, what the hell is going on? I was so confused. I was like, is most of their army to the north? And I was like, oh no. He's like, you hear very ferocious artillery fire to the northwest. I was like, oh no. I was like, it's happening.
I just didn't want to lose my cannons. That's the only reason I withdrew.
Yeah. I was, I mean, historically, the Prussian artillery was really good. So I was, kind of pissing myself. I was like, we need to get out of sight of those guns ASAP. But, yeah, that was fun.
Till to Yudi.
Oh, yeah. that's
Stop
gonna be
Paraguay.
That's very interesting. I don't know who to take for Wilderness. I'm tempted to take the Confederates, but they're very stacked so far, so I don't know.
Well, I gotta go
All right.
take a shower and have dinner.
Thanks everyone. It was fun.
Well,
Yeah.
if I am free, Chief, I will be playing on the Union because I only play the good guys. So
I'd love to play, like Longstreet, the legendary through the railroad cut, just appear on the Union flank.
Counter puncher.
Very true.
But, I mean, do it if your heart commands. I'd rather do the Union at the Wilderness. Just ball, at least